Hello! Today I'm going to be showing you how to do some knitting, and I'm going to do the basic knit stitch. So I get my 2 needles, put them together, make my first little loop. Nice and loose little knot. And then snip off the tail. Okay, so take one of those out. So we've got a little knot and our first little loop. So what I'm going to do next is to make another little loops, a little row of loops on my needle here. So how I do that is I put the wool around my thumb and then get the needle and pull there gently. So that's 2 loops, 3, 4, 5, oops, 6, lost it again, 7, oh, it's very springy, this wool. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, 9, and I'll do 10. Nice and loose. So there's my little row of 10 loops. Transfer that needle this side. We have a needle. Scissors out of the way. Oh no, it's alright. Okay, so for a stitch, needle into the left hand side of the loop. And then up. Bring the yarn from the back, wrap it around needle, and there we are. That's the first little loop. Do that one again, so in the back, through the back, yarn over, pull needle, bring to the front, so next one in there, there we are. Always got to be loose, the yarn, it's got to be loose in your hand, never tight. If you hold the wool too tight, it'll be impossible. So in your right hand where the yarn is, hold it nice and loose. Don't need to grip it at all, just keep it running through your fingers. Next one. In there. And bring it up. So next one. Oops, I'm holding it too tight. Come on. There we are. It's better as a beginner to have bigger, thicker needles. These are quite thin. Shouldn't be using these really. But easier to use thicker yarn, thicker needles, much easier as a beginner. And that's the last one. Okay. There's our first little row of knitted stitches. I'm not the best knitter, but you can get the idea. So twizzle that around again. Then bunch up the little stitches, easier to work with, keep them all nice and loose. So off we go again. I'm not making anything, I'm just doing this as demonstration. Just to show you the basics really. So around the back. And over. So basically I'm just letting the yarn rest over my fingers, not pulling it, not gripping it, just letting it run through. I think when you're learning it's best to leave everything all, loose, and don't worry about it for your first couple of attempts. What I did was I got rid of my yarn and my needles a long time ago. I haven't done this for a little while, but I went and got some needles from the charity shop, and I got some wool from the charity shop as well, so much easier to do it that way, and instead of forking out lots of money for wool and needles. Much easier to practice on some charity shop ones. There we go, that's another couple of rows. Just do another row. Punch them up. Keep them to the end of the needle. It's very therapeutic knitting. Grip it. That's two in there. And the last one. There you go. There we are. Beginning to see the little lines now of stitches. Top one there. Lovely. There we are, some knitting.